Thanks for your patience and your time this last week, as I had to unfortunately take the week off due to the quote unquote fire incident. Everything's all good, everything's all clear. My apartment's fine. Uh, because of that, I chose to kind of take the week off and reset, recalibrate. And what you're about to see is what was supposed to be episode 6 of last week. And so this is TJRS episode 6, Reborn. Enjoy the show. What? Sorry. What is going on, folks? Happy Monday night. This is TJRS, the John Ross Show, broadcasting live from my one-bedroom, one-bathroom apartment in the heart of Midwest Missouri, downtown Kansas City. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is staying safe. Hope everyone has been vaccinated, as I have. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and so on and so forth. And tonight is just a chill night because I didn't hear back from my potential guest, which is all good because we all get busy. So tonight, seeing as it's Monday, first full week in a while of shows, like I said in the intro, I want to give thanks to the folks who have been patient with last weekend's 7-day off. If most of you didn't know, this is episode 6, redone or reborn or whatever. Think of it as your mind. Think your own thoughts when you think of redone episode 6. Because unfortunately, my apartment fire alarm went off unexpectedly last Tuesday. I believe it was last Tuesday, and there was a small fire in my neighbor's apartment that had caused us to evacuate and get the power turned off. All is good, all is clear. Still some bumps in the road, but I'm back. Excuse me. I am back after a week off. So, with that said, there has been some news in the works today, and I didn't think I'd have to start off with this or lead off with it, but I feel like unfortunately I'm gonna have to, and yeah, I'll just do it. So yeah, this was yep, this was news today. Rose McGowan endorsing Larry Elder in the California recall, and going on, of all people, Rave Dubin's show and talking about it. But, anyway, yeah, I mean, it was probably no secret, but anyway, I'll just let the video play, and hope we talk about it.
Been a extremely
from
he is the better candidate. He's
struggling to hold.
recall on Tuesday. We will defeat this Republican.
60% of his no vote.
We will defeat this Republican-backed recall on Tuesday.
From the Newsom campaign to the talk show radio host Larry Elders.
He is the better candidate. He is the better man.
The campaign trail coming to an end. Candidates taking last-minute jabs and asking for Californians vote.
This man, Gavin Newsom, has been able to switch this thing from a referendum on his behavior, his governance, into a, quote, Republican takeover. As if that has anything to do with crime. As if that has anything with homelessness. As if that has anything to do with the outrageous cost of living.
Then this, the Elder campaign calling it a bombshell. Rose Mcgowan, former actress, now activist, says prior to coming forward that Harvey Weinstein allegedly raped her, that the First Lady, Newsom's wife, called her and asked her to be silent. Mcgowan now campaigning alongside Elder, asking for your support.
Take away the Republican word. Take away the Democrat word, okay? Who do you want to govern you?
Elder is furious, saying this and many other stories haven't been recognized by the mainstream media because he's a Republican candidate.
That's all you guys would be talking about if the allegation were made about me or my significant other.
Meanwhile, when asked today, Newsom denies Mcgowan's claims.
Those allegations are outrageous and false and says everything you need to know about his campaign.
Rallying down to the wire in Sun Valley, Newsom, speaking to a crowd of supporters, says he's a man for the job and to vote no on Tuesday.
All you have to do is, go to your mailbox, just vote no and go. Don't even consider the other 46 choices. Larry Elder is extreme, even by extreme standards.
Hitting the campaign trail in the final day, President Biden will be alongside Governor Newsom here in Southern California. Live in Brentwood, Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
Yeah, so I don't live in California, but down here in the old Midwest, we have our share of interesting people, I shall say. So first off, I just wanted to say that I believe Rose Mcgowan. I believe her when she says that she was assaulted by a movie producer of a monster like Harvey Weinstein. I do not know what. I'm going to say this correctly without sounding offhand. I just don't think that's right. I'm going to say that. I don't think that's really right. I mean, she's allowed to support whoever and whatever candidate she wants. But in the 4 years since she came forward with her allegations against Harvey Weinstein, again, I believe her, and I believe that she should be heard. However, this is the wrong foot. This is the wrong step. Because Larry Elder himself has had pretty much allegations of his own in the past. And I just don't understand. TYT covered this story this evening during their main show, and I'm waiting for the clip to be pulled up. Yeah, I'll use KTLA. There we go. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Actually, I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use that website. I don't know why, but it's slowing down my Macs. My Mac. Okay. Yes, I know it's CNN, but Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm just looking too much. Okay, so Rose Mcgowan, again, former actress and current women's rights activist, has, I don't know, again, I don't want to sound offhand on the subject of Rose Mcgowan, because I've stayed away from her, and I've stayed away from the subject of Me Too and people who have brought allegations against people that Harvey Weinstein, only to come forth and say that I believe them, that they should be heard, that they should be believed, and I still mean that. I still that. And that said, on the other side of the coin, a person who is accusing someone of sexual assault, rightly so, and then goes and supports another person for a candidate for office, using her words, not being a right-wing or a Republican or Democratic platform, not exactly what Rose Mcgowan said, but paraphrasing my own words here, who, again, has a history of his own sexual harassment allegations. This is from 2011. Disclosed that he played one woman with two ugly for it to be true. Yeah, he used the word ugly, and that's not a good word to use about women. I wonder how Rose Mcgowan feels about that. Larry Elder, a radio talk show host and top Republican candidate for California's recall election, disclosed in 2011 episodes of his radio show that he had twice been accused of harassment and forcefully denied the allegations. So he's acknowledged that this is that this has happened. One instance, he worked for a private practice as an attorney in the 80s. He accused a boy of his accused him of hitting on her, and then he defended himself by that the woman was too unattractive. Really, yeah, for him to, yeah. The woman tried to break the contract and not compete, and then accused me of hitting on her. Said in one episode. That's how she had she put it. You'd seen her, yeah, basically using discriminatory remarks against women. And yeah, I mean, instantly, we had a Cleveland television program guest show. Encouraged a guest to show off his left tattoo in front of two camerawomen. Yeah, I mean, just out of control, unacceptable behavior, and this is hypocritical of Rose Mcgowan. This is my view. As someone who actively supports Me Too, someone who actively says, truthfully, believe all women, take your personal politics out of it, and put yourself in the woman's shoes, this is downright hypocrisy of Ms. Mcgowan. And I'm not going to be afraid to say it. This is also, and again, this term is one that I've never really heard before, but just found out today, the term white feminism, which, again, never heard of it until tonight. I can't spell it. I hate to use Wikipedia on this, but forgive me, folks. Yeah, this is a term of white feminism. Okay, here we go. White feminism is a form of feminism that focuses on the struggles of white women while failing to address distinct forms of oppression faced by ethnic minority women and women lacking other privileges. Basically saying As a white woman accused of accusing a man of sexual assault, she's entitled to privilege, Ms. Mcgowan. Yeah. I just think it's really phony, to be quite honest with you. It's really and utterly phony of Ms. McGowan, and again, hypocritical of Rose, of Ms. McGowan to sit and say, again, I believe her. I'm not supporting any man who sexually harasses and abuses women in an unacceptable way. But this is just the other side of the coin, folks. It's just really, really again, hypocritical. That's all I can say. And like I said, I didn't think I'd have to leave tonight's stream off with it, but I watched TYT and they did a story on the show and on this topic. And anyway, let's move on from that. And let me get a sip of this orange drink from this coffee cup. Oh boy, what a day I've had. I gotta tell you, I did my first real experiment in biology today. It was nice too. Didn't get anything wet. Didn't what a great segue from talking about Rose McGowan and Larry Elder to talking about what I was doing in biology. Again, I was supposed to. I guess I should say this because I had tweeted about it. So I was planning on this for weeks. I know maybe like a week or two ago, I had mentioned asking people in the chat. Yet nobody responded, but that's fine. Whether I should have Bosch, if I'm saying his name right, on the show. So last night, I tweeted out, I've been sitting on this guest idea for a week. I am reaching out to Bosch to come on the show, and we can talk about anything under the sun. Another person emailed me his, not emailed me, but tweeted me his email to get in contact with him. I did respond. I did reach out to him today and ask him to come on as a guest for tomorrow night show. Unfortunately, that will not happen because he is too busy. He's just so busy. He's swamped, and he doesn't know when that will change. So it's all good. I mean, my door's open in the future to have him on as a guest. Again, we can talk anything and everything under the sun. So, Bosch, if you see this, no worries, man. I understand completely. My door is open to you in the near future, like I said. Just let me know, man. Hit me up. Probably should have done that. But, all right. I keep thinking, all right, like I'm going to continue with the subject. What else to talk about? Because there is so much this weekend. So much 9/11 coverage. I mean, if anyone actually, not me, I was working in the library this weekend, studying, doing homework, like I should be doing. But before I did, I got a chance to see a lot of the 20th anniversary of 9/11 coverage. And after doing my homework and staying in the library for an extended time, I checked out some people's tweets about their views on the 20th anniversary and doing the whole "where were you on 9/11" scenario, where you ask people, what where were you when this tragedy happened? And of course, people saying their different views, which included a lot of conspiracy theories, because, still, very still, there's still a 9/11 truth movement, which it should still be there. I'm not saying that it should go away, because it has every right to be here, as it has been for the last 20-some years, maybe even longer, sooner than that. I think that when did the 9/11 truth movement start? I have a feeling it started in like 2004, like 3 years after the attacks. I have to look that up. I should look it up. Let's see. Oh, it's nice. I will share my screen. Of this, which I think is real awesome. This is too awesome right here. This here, again, share it, but I'm going to tell you. This is so awesome. This is like the best thing she's ever done outside of her politics. Francesca was cool to tweet this out. It says, "Hate the gala, not the gal. Well played at AOC." Man, this is so on point and this is so awesome. I mean, this is cool. She's she has a dress with a message. Tax the rich. I wish I'd wear a tuxedo or something nice, like a suit and tie that said, tax the rich. I'm going to retweet this. I'm definitely going to retweet this shit. Yeah. This is awesome, man. This is totally awesome. What's this? Okay, we're not sharing anything on the Twitter account right now. People can find me. Oh, we got somebody watching on YouTube. Hey, how you doing? You comment in the chat if you'd like. Maybe throw some suggestions of something I should talk about, because my mind is wallowing tonight. I mean, it really is. It's just a free flow show. I mean, again, I took the rest of the week off because of the. I know I should stop talking about it, but that fire incident. And then I took the video down because I was like, this is disastrous. I'm not going to be able to keep this up. Because I was right in the middle of starting a stream when the fire alarm went off, and I was on air, and I was just like, or I was live, and I was like, oh God, fire alarm, fire alarm. Oh, someone watching on Twitch. Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining in. Please like and subscribe and comment too. If you have anything to say, maybe throw some story suggestions my way in the chat. Give me something to talk about. Because again, a lot of going on. I already discussed the whole Rose McGowan, Larry Elder thing briefly. I don't want to have to revisit that topic yet. Not just yet. I'd rather share a clip of TYT. I know some people get angry at me because I don't always, they don't always agree with me with TYT. But hey, they have their likes, I have mine. Shake hands, and then we'll go on. Okay. I'm gonna sit here for 2 hours. No, even more than that. I don't know, it's one of those. There's just so much to cover. I mean, I could just sit here all night and just chat and just talk about my life, which would be boring. Have like a Talking of Your Life stream, episode 6. Because that's what we do on Twitch. And well, if you're a professional, you talking in kind of like a radio news type voice. If you're on Twitch, you're spouting stuff off that speak your mind. You know what I mean? Lemon orange juice, or orange drink, I shall say. I wonder if my internet connections. Yeah, my network connection's not good. It's down to a lonely red bar. Oh, my internet's working fine. What to talk about? Man, there's just so much going on. I mean, I don't want to get into any 9/11 stories. I mean, we've already passed the 20-year anniversary. We're not yet at the 20-year anniversary of the invasion of Afghanistan, which, excuse me, and that reminds me. Did y'all ever see? I'll just share it. It's better to be showing it to you guys instead of actually just talking about it. Let me, okay. Yeah. I'm still here, folks. I ain't left yet. If there's silence, what's the fun of that? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Which one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Okay. So. Okay. I'm just going to share it and then talk about it and get a response, because here I am talking about important things instead of just talking on crap. So, Craig Whitlock, who is a reporter for the Washington Post, put out a new book, and I just got it this weekend, and it's based off this report that he had done in 2019 called the Afghanistan Papers. I just started chapter 1, which is actually really good. I just started it today, and it's real good, the book, and it's real good. It's the book, and it's really good. I mean, I read one chapter. I've just basically read one chapter, and I need to read more. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to try to. Bedtime reading is going to be Whitlock's second chapter. Basically, the Afghanistan Papers, for those who aren't familiar, are a treasure trove of interviews, documents, memos, insiders, people who worked in the Bush, Obama, and Trump administrations, particularly in the Bush and Obama administrations. When I say Bush, I'm George W. Bush, right? Yeah, of course. Unindicted war criminal administration. Basically saying that the war was disaster planning from the get-go. That after the World Trade Center attacks happened 20 years ago, the planning for Afghanistan was botched and ill-prepared. With the provision from the Bush administration that we would be in and out, basically going after Osama bin Laden, toppling the Taliban, and leaving. Going after bin Laden, toppling the Taliban, and then heading home. Well, in reality, publicly rather, the late war criminal Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld was publicly saying that the war is winnable. We're going to be in and out. We're going to be just going after bin Laden and capturing him and being done in no time. When in reality, he would document these memos, which are called, which his staff called, and I'm not kidding, I'm not pushing anyone's buttons, I'm serious, snowflakes. Snowflakes, I'm not kidding. I should have grabbed Whitlock's book from the back. I can show you guys. But it's with, there are memos of the late war criminal Defense Secretary Rumsfeld expressing doubt in private that the war was unwinnable and we were going to be there for a long time, that they didn't know who the enemy outside of bin Laden, outside of the Taliban, outside of Al Qaeda, who they were fighting, and I mean, they knew. They knew. When I say they, I mean the administrations knew that this war was unwinnable. The Obama administration came into office promising to end the war in Afghanistan promptly by enforcing a 2014 drawdown. Came past, didn't happen. Trump, for all his blunt bluster, decided we're going to get out too. They all kept saying, 3 administrations said we're going to get out, we're going to get out, we're going to get out, and nothing happened. And then we finally get out. What we don't realize is that the Taliban has, of course, reconfigured itself, to put another expression on it. And the military, the Afghanistan military, the Afghan military, are this new generation of Afghan military, are so vocal enough that they can just retopple the Taliban itself without American troops' help. And as I've said before on the show, and my thanks to Joe Payne for pointing this out to me, that I'm skeptical. I mean, never mind the Biden administration for all its pros and cons that are going on now. He's only been in office for 7 months, and already things are looking out to be a really big pile of what in some areas. I won't even tell you the areas they get right, because I don't know if I'm correct on that yet. I don't want to have to say anything like, oh, they got right on some things, and then turn out that they didn't. So, yeah, the Biden administration so far, 7 months into the job, is, as a person on the left, not really living up to my standards at the moment. And I hope it changes, but I'm raising doubts. Just like I'm doubtful of the true drawdown, or the true withdrawal of Afghanistan. Basically, if not Biden, who's it going to be in 10 years? Not even 10 years, in 5 years. In 5 years, or not even in 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 10 years, another decade, when there's another president elected of both parties, either or both parties, and that president decides to put military boots on the ground in places that we already withdrew from, like Afghanistan. So yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm truthfully and honestly and utterly skeptical of us actually truthfully withdrawing from Afghanistan. in the way that we wanted, in the way that we should. It's just really, it's not up to my standards, man. I don't think it's up to anyone else's standards either, except if you're an elite politician, again, of both parties. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, we're out of Afghanistan now. But again, wait 10 years. Wait another decade and see how it works for folks. Because we'll be back in there before you know it. If not directly in Afghanistan, somewhere on or around or in around the area of Afghanistan. You watch. So that's my one. Hold on. That's my one conspiracy of sorts. And raising two fingers. Conspiracy, which normally I'm not a conspiracy theory person. I don't really draw into those kind of things. But I'll say not conspiracy. I'll say doubt. My doubt of how long we'll be out of Afghanistan until something terrible happens and the Afghan military can't solve it, and we have to bring our own people in there. I bet you, the people that are still staying under the Biden plan are still going to have to react. Yeah. So read this article if you want to. I know it's the Post. I know it's mainstream media. What the hell? It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff by Craig Whitlock, who turned this into a book. Let me just do a picture of the book. There we go. Who turned this into a book? This book. I can't size it up. Like I said, if I click the word, it'll show it. Oh yeah. Well, that's good enough. It's not showing it. Oh, I get it now. There. Oh, I just stopped screen sharing. Sorry. Let me do it again. Here we go. It's this book. Right here. Maybe if I do this. This book right here. The Afghanistan Papers. I've already started on it, and it's really good. I gotta say, Whitlock, I've never heard of him before today, and I actually like the book. I actually like his, what I'd say call behind the scenes look into the 20-year war to Afghanistan. If only a book like this had been written 10 years ago, I would have been interested in it. Maybe there was a book like this written 10 years ago. I just haven't really noticed until now. But yeah, I'm already into the book. I'm just finished chapter 1. I'm into chapter 2. So I know I got a lot of book reading ahead of me. But most people are actually liking it on all places, Twitter. But generally speaking, the reviews are good. The people like it. I like it. And, I like to see people on Twitter say, hey, I'm enjoying coffee and reading the Afghanistan Papers. It's that kind of thing, So, yeah, go get the book. Go get the Afghanistan. I mean, I don't mean to be so promotional tonight, but if I had to do it, I'd say go find the Afghanistan Papers by Craig Whitlock in any way, shape, or form. Whether it be in book form or in ebook form or audio or library copy or whatever. It is worth the read so far. I shouldn't say worth the read so far. Well, so far. I just started it and it's real good. Loving this orange drink. And I may have to get more in a moment. But I can wait for a little bit. Because It's life, isn't it? I wish I could have a guest on. I think I said I was supposed to have Karthik Purushothaman on, who was Purushothaman. Because I actually like Karthik now. I consider him, I mean, I'm going to say that we're friends in a virtual way. He's like my virtual leftist friend that I've had one interview with that has been since deleted from Twitch, so I'm hopeful to do another one. We've had some contact over the weekend. He asked me if I was streaming tonight, which I am. And I asked him if did he want to be on tonight. He never responded, but that's okay. He's busy. He's truthfully busy. So hopefully I can have him on tomorrow with, as a replacement for Wash. We'll see. We shall see, folks. The one Twitch viewer that watches my show every night, which I'm grateful for. Again, I'm still kind of new. I mean, this is what episodes. This is episode 6, redone. That's what I'm call it, redone. The show, just free flowing tonight. I mean, again, not really having a guest on tonight. There's just so little to talk about. Of course, that's not true. There's so many things to talk about. I need to do more research more before I come in here and talk. Yeah, well, my day was good. Had my one biology class, like I said, and did my first real experiment without getting into much of a kerfuffle. Nice day. How was your all's days? That's what I'd like to know. That's why I wish I had more people in here in chat. I would come in here and chat and talk. But yeah, my day was good. I made an apple pie and made what kind of drink you eat with a pie. Apple pie milk. Made a glass of milk. Ate an apple pie. Drank a glass of milk. Watched some TV. I'm just kidding with you. You know what? We're going to play the soundbite clip. I know I play it all the time. I know some of you get sick of it, but I can't help but play it because it's my favorite Dave Rubin clip of all time. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. It's finally up. It's finally up. Okay. Screen share. Okay. Let's see.
Rose Mcgowan, a woman who has placed herself in some sort of feminist movement, is now stumping for a man who sees women as second-class citizens. Now, I'm specifically talking about the gubernatorial recall election in California. Gavin Newsom might be recalled. It's really too hard to tell based on polling, but if California voters do in fact vote in favor of recalling him, the person who is likely to replace him is Larry Elder, who's got a pretty long history of treating women in a way that makes it clear that he sees them as second-class citizens. Now, why? Why is she supporting Larry Elder, and why did she decide to stump for him over the weekend? Well, Mcgowan denounced the Democratic Party throughout her endorsement speech for Elder, claiming that Newsom's wife, Jennifer Siebel Newsom, offered her hush money in 2017 to stay quiet regarding her sexual assault allegations against Weinstein. Now, as far as I know, there's no evidence of her paying hush money, and if she did pay hush money, that would be a serious allegation. But she does claim that the entire Democratic Party is or was protecting Weinstein. Newsom's wife denies these charges through a spokesperson. She says that it's disappointing but not surprising to see political opponents launch these false attacks just days before the election. Their limited correspondence has been strictly as fellow survivors of sexual assault and in Jennifer's former capacity leading the Representation Project, an organization that fights limiting gender stereotypes and norms. Now, during her speech, Mcgowan also said, quote, "Do I agree with him on every issue?" Meaning Larry Elder. No, so what? He's the better candidate. He's the better man. And I think that we'll maybe have a discussion about whether that's true in just a minute. But here's a little more from her stump speech.
Why not change? Why not go big? Why not put a stake?
Damn, she is on point, Anna Kasparian, tonight. I mean it, man. That was so. Just keep going.
In the heart of evil, because that's what this really is. This is good and this is evil. And if you're tired of people looking at this country like it's the Florida of the world, which it is, looked upon that way, because, you know, it's earned it in a lot of ways. I know this place has it in it to be better. I know it does. I've met so many good people in this country. Not the elites. Absolutely not. But the person I meet, you know, that's the housekeeper at the hotel I'm staying at.
At the housekeeper, the elite, the elitist, the people that, oh, give me a freaking break. Give me a FUCKING break. Okay? I see right through this facade. Good Lord.
Who shouldn't even have that title because she's a queen of a woman. And then we have the Jennifer Siebel Newsoms of the world. Why? Why do you keep choosing that? Why do you keep electing that? Don't listen to their buzzwords. Cult leaders, which is what these people are.
Cult leaders.
I would know.
What are you working for then, ma'am? Who are you supporting?
Grew up in one, like I said. They massage your mind. They keep you in fear. They keep you in doubt. I kind of suspect on the inside that this is all a lie. But I don't want to be the one that stands out and takes it on the chin. Well, I'm here to confirm for you it is a lie. It is a fact.
Listen, I'm no fan of Gavin Newsom. I'm certainly not in favor of replacing him with a lunatic like Larry Elder, but no one elected Newsom's wife to be the governor, and she's not the governor, she's the governor's wife. With that said, you know, Mcgowan cares a lot about the issue of sexual assault. So I don't know, maybe she didn't know that Larry Elder has not only made disparaging comments about women, but specifically disparaging comments about women who have been sexually assaulted. His disparaging comments have been as recent as January of 2017, when he deleted a tweet that implied women taking part in the Women's March were too unattractive to be sexually assaulted. But he's the better man. He's the better man. You know, he's the better man. Anyway, go ahead, Jake. I have more, by the way.
Yeah, so look, I think it's kind of a little bit sad to watch. I think
I would just let Anna do the whole segment. I wouldn't even let Cenk say anything at all. I mean, not saying that in a bad way. I know that Cenk would have to kind of put his 2 cents in there, and I respect that. I respect the hell out of Mr. Huber. But I would just let, as somebody who recently had to disclose that her former coworker behaved inappropriately, I'll say it that way, with her on when they were working together, I would just let her say the whole segment, or just comment on the whole segment, and denounce this. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. But anyway, carry on.
I don't know her personal mental health situation, but when you get unhinged from reality enough to think Larry Elder is the better choice for women, I got to start questioning your judgment. And so, and it's not political in the sense of like, hey, I like Gavin Newsom's tax position better than I like Larry Elder's tax position. No, it's on this issue, right? And so, and so look, let me be fair and tell you what she said about why she's making this accusation, and it's not impossible. So, for example, she said apparently she claims Gavin Newsom's wife said, "What can Boies Schiller do to make you happy?" Okay, now Boies Schiller, what is that? Well, Boies Schiller Flexner is the law firm that represented Harvey Weinstein, and so and it turns out the son of the co-founder, Jonathan Schiller, is Josh Schiller and is a sister-in-law to Jennifer Newsom. Okay, now does that mean that she's actually connected and actually said those things when she called Rose McGowan?
Modern lifestyles are often wasteful and harmful to the environment, and we're so used to it now that we don't even think about it anymore. It used to be so.
I would be surprised. That's a hell of a thing to say to a person you don't know. And some of McGowan's comments have not proven to be perfectly accurate. She went on to say, McGowan did, "I had no idea who that was, so I just had nothing and hung up on her. That was my last contact with her." Well, I mean, if you say that she said this mysterious thing about this law firm, and then you instantly hung up on her, even though you didn't know what that law firm was or what those series of names were, well, then how are we supposed to know what she actually meant? Even if your story is 100% true, you never even gave her a chance. And so there's a lot of issues here that makes me go, this doesn't sound like the most credible story.
I lost track. So how many degrees of separation was that from Gavin Newsom?
Yeah.
How many degrees of separation?
It's Gavin Newsom's wife's sister-in-law's something.
Oh, okay.
Sister-in-law. How could Josh be a sister-in-law to Jennifer Newsom?
Yeah, so understand that stump speech wasn't about, hey, Gavin Newsom did a bailout that he shouldn't have done to PG&E, which has sparked many vicious wildfires and destroyed people's lives as a result. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about the homeless issue. It wasn't about any of that, right? Look, I do not like Gavin Newsom. I voted against the recall. And the reason why I voted against the recall is because there are no candidates who would replace him and do a better job. In fact, all of the other candidates are pretty awful.
Always.
Larry Elder being the top of that list of awful replacements, okay? And for her to make, it's about me. That's all this was. That's all that was. Me. Based on something that's, I don't know how many degrees of separation from Gavin Newsom
She's on fire tonight.
And you're playing with people's lives.
Anna Kasparian is so on fire tonight.
Look, I know.
Okay, I'll just say that. Whether you like Anna or I don't want to say hate her, or dislike her, or you agree with her on some things, or you don't agree, and trust me, there have been things that I've agreed with Anna on TYT and whatnot. There are things I've disagreed with Anna on, and a lot of it's non-political stuff. Politically, we're pretty much in line as far as democratic socialism goes. But this is on fire tonight. She is on fire. Oh, this is so awesome. I'll just say it out front, outright. This is so freaking awesome with Miss Kasparian, of Anna Kasparian. This is so, I want to say you go girl, but I don't want to go too far. So, okay, continue.
No, Jake is actually, I respect the fact that you're being considerate about potential mental health issues that Rose McGowan has, but she's messing with people's lives and it's not cute, it's not funny, and this is exactly what people are referring to when they discuss white feminism, right? Because white feminism isn't about doing something in a collective way to ensure equality between genders. White feminism.
She explains it better than me. She actually explains white feminism better than me or any other male man or however you say it person out there. When I say she, I mean Anna. I don't mean Rose McGowan. Because Rose McGowan is I won't say it. I won't go there yet.
Is about me. That's it. That's all it was about. And it was disgusting. Let me give you more from Larry Elder, since that wasn't enough.
Me.
Let's go to the next clip. This is Larry Elder on his radio show talking about women.
I need you now more than ever before.
God.
GOP legislatures around
I don't care, okay? I just don't care. I don't care.
You know, when you look at all these women that have marched, something like 2 million women, Donald Trump has probably gotten more obese women off the couch and in the streets working out than Michelle Obama did in 8 years.
Sounds like he cares a lot about women. What a great guy. There's more though. In the early 2000s, Elder maintained a page on his personal website on women and domestic violence statistics, citing 3 articles that alleged a narrative that violence against women was exaggerated for political gain of feminists.
Oh,
Would love to know what Rose Mcgowan thinks about that. One more. He said, quote, women know less than men about political issues, economics, and current events. Good news for Democrats, bad news for Republicans. For the less one knows, the easier the manipulation. You know, women are all just idiots that are easily manipulated by smart men.
Ooh!
Yeah, and of course, Larry Elder on other social issues that I hope.
Boom, she got it. She is on point, man. Damn, Anna Kasparian is like one of the, I gotta say this. Again, there are a lot of things you can agree with and disagree with about Anna Kasparian, but this is so on point. Everything she just said is so correct. It's like 100%, maybe even 110, 120, 130, maybe 140% correct. Okay, yeah. What she just said, especially the white feminism statistic. She's better explaining it than any other man, including myself, could do it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna stop getting longer.
People like Rose Mcgowan at least pretend to care about like racial issues is horrible. So the reason why Republicans love Larry Elder is it's a person who's African American who says that it's the fault of African Americans at every turn.
He's like Sotomayor.
And it makes them feel like they have peace of mind about the racism. Larry Elder has said,
he's
well, the
like
slave owners should have gotten
Sotomayor.
reparations because they were losing property. We showed you that clip last week. And he said that he was glad George Zimmerman was doing neighborhood watch in Trayvon Martin's community, and he'd like it if George Zimmerman was doing neighborhood watch in his community. I mean, that's just
he's got a point. I mean, I won't judge him there, Cenk. He's got a point, but he's got more than a point. So, yeah.
It's absurd. He's an absurd person who, like many minorities in the conservative circles, are paid to be there because of their particular demographic, but only under the condition that they speak out against their own demographic, their own culture, their own people.
Again, I appreciate Cenk. I like the guy, and I know that I've gotten a lot of crap from people on Twitter for saying that. I will continue to do so. But I would just let Anna just do this whole segment by herself and let like Cenk come in like at the like not the very end, but like the middle end. But other than that, just let Anna go off. That's what I wish this segment was. I wish it was just Anna Kasparian going off, because she is brutally honest with subjects like this. And whether you agree with her on a lot of things or disagree with her on a lot of things, you have to appreciate and respect her brutal freaking honesty. Anyway, I gotta stop pausing and talking at the same time.
Etc. So to back a guy like that because you think that you had a full, like that somebody, Gavin Newsom's wife said 2 names you think before you hung up on her. No, but that's if you had real evidence, we're very open to it because we don't like Gavin Newsom because I don't think he's remotely progressive, and I think he's works for corporate
he ain't
interests.
progressive at all.
But right before an election, you're going to go put your weight on Larry Elder, who has this awful track record, because you think Newsom's wife said 2 names that you didn't investigate because you hung up immediately. No, I'm sorry, but that's just not credible enough. It looks like you're being, at a minimum, used for political and electoral reasons in a way that's a little disgusting.
And I leave you with one more graphic on this story. In his books, Larry Elder endorsed pregnancy discrimination, according to a report from Media Matters, suggesting that working mothers aren't dedicated and available for an all-hands-on-deck commitment to work. What a warrior for women's rights. Good job, Rose McGowan. Proud of you. Real proud of you.
She said he was the better man.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
It doesn't.
Oh my God!
No. There are a lot of great ways to watch the Young Turks.
She did it! She did it! Oh my God, she did it! Oh my God. Man, Anna Kasparian is the best. Man, if you agree with her, again, if you agree with her or disagree with her, no matter what happens, at least you can appreciate the brutal honesty of her. She will tell it like it is, whether you like it or not. Oh, God, she's the best. She's awesome. She is GOAT. Yeah, put that in writing, Rose McGowan. She is the greatest of all time. I even said that, and then I deleted the tweet because I thought it was too much, but I'll say it here. She is GOAT. Bam, fool. Bam, down. Down goes McGowan. That's my took the music back on. All right, so I will say this, now that I've gotten that out of my system. I will say this in all honesty. I will bring it back down to a little bit of professionalism after having gotten that out of my system, because I wanted to do that for a long while. But so I'll say this. Like I said at the beginning of the show, as someone who supports the Me Too movement, as someone who believes Rose McGowan, as someone who believes that her story should be heard and vetted, someone who believes Tara Reid, someone who believes Dylan Farrow, I support the Me Too movement and support the actions of women of all shapes, of all stripes, meaning like political backgrounds, stories. They should come out and they should be heard and they should be believed and all that good stuff. However, having said that, on the other side of the coin, everything you've just seen, I'm doing my hand movements tonight. This is the only way I can do to articulate myself with subjects like this. Having said all of that, okay? Having said it, this endorsement by Rose McGowan of this radio host who has no political background at all, has no political experience, is just one other dirty, hypocritical things that can be done, that has been done. It's damaging to the women's movement. It's damaging to survivors of harassment and assault. It's damaging to how do I say it? Damaging to survivors, it's damaging to the stories, the maximum believability of stories. I mean, this just shows. I mean, I'm not trying to, again, I'm not trying to be like a men's rights person, because I hate those people. I don't want this to come out and like people say, "Oh, you must be a men's rights advocate." No, I'm not. I hate those people. I heard one on the Majority Report a few weeks back during, oddly enough, the whole Jimmy Dore issue with Anna, how he sexually harassed her and made crude comments to her when they were working together at TYT. I made it. This guy, I guess his name is Thomas. He started calling up the majority report and advocating for men's rights and giving all his reasons for doing so. I can't really list them off the bat, but I have to actually go and probably watch the show again. So no, I hate men's rights people. That's the thing I was trying to get at. Was if someone calls me a men's rights activist without any proof or without any evidence or tries to use this as evidence, I'm like, hell no, I hate those people. I'm saying that someone who is accusing a well-known individual who has been the victim of assault by a popular individual, and that individual is now going to rot in jail for the rest of his life, and then turn around and go support another individual as a candidate for public office who has his own allegations, and you're just whitewashing it like it doesn't even freaking matter. It just gets under my skin. And I just wonder, it's like, when is this going to end? I mean, I know there are more important topics to talk about, but man, it's just, I don't mean to get wound up. I don't mean to get riled up, but I don't know why I should be even talking about it. I mean, I didn't really want to lead off with the story tonight, but just one of those things where it's like, we believe women and men. And then to have this happen, it puts victims like Rose McGowan and their stories into question now. Because you're actively supporting someone who has his own allegations. Anyway. Didn't mean to get off on a rant tonight. I normally don't do that. I normally try to keep my cool and be awesome. But I guess that was a story we had to talk about tonight. And again, I didn't want to have to lead off with it. And I certainly don't want to have to lead off with this. The whole Joe Rogan, Howard Stern thing. I mean, I guess to bring this to a cool down. And as far as like accusing his wife of bribery, I will say this. As far as accusing his wife of bribery, to put a period on this and then move on to something else, that's bad. I mean, generally speaking, but I don't see you. I don't see her showing evidence. Like if I was Rose McGowan and I was out there on a podium supporting another individual who was running for office who's been accused again of his own sexual misconduct, I would be like, hey, his wife, Gavin Newsom's wife, tried to blackmail me and try to give me a check to be silent, and here it is. Here's the evidence. That's what she needs. She needs evidence. That's like, hey, bring something up, bring something on paper, and then I'll believe it. I mean, again, as someone who has supported her, as far as the allegations and believed her, this is really, really low and, again, really hypocritical of Rose McGowan and really shameless in every sense of the word. And I'm not saying it, again, as a men's rights activist because I don't like those people. I don't like those people. But, again, get off the story. I won't hopefully have to talk about this anymore. So, anyway. What else? Should I do Joe Rogan? Should I do Howard Stern and Joe Rogan? If they have it. That's the whole Afghanistan paper. Cool. Anyway, I need something to look at tonight. And no, I'm not going to do the Steve Bannon, Jeffrey Epstein. That's just as bad. That's Jeffrey Epstein's a disgusting man, even in death. So I guess how would I do this? Yeah, and speaking of Rose McGowan, she's been going on Ray, like I said in the intro, she's been going on Ray Dubin's program recently. I'm pretty sure, does she know that he's gay? I'm not saying that in disparaging. I mean, did she actually know that? Did she have to pull like a guest or a Sotomayor and yeah. Yes. My inner wokeness is showing as I hear this. It's just my Church of Jesus Christ for Latter-day Saints. Okay, let me just get them. Actually, let me here it is. Oh. I just didn't realize I did the whole, I was showing the segment without screen sharing. Hold on. Let me share the screen so you know what I was laughing at. You probably already heard it because I had the audio shared, so hold on. Okay. Okay. This is just to get my nerves up. This is just to, like, this is for me to kind of, like, to kind of chill out. I need to get the laughs out after I get wound up like that, so.
No! Broke the news to him, and here's how he reacted.
Stephen said, they hate Dave Rubin because he's a gay man with the wrong opinion. Dave Rubin is gay? No! He got a husband? I did not know. I was in his presence. I didn't know. I shook his hand.
I shook his hand.
I sat down with him. Why would y'all tell? Why did y'all tell me before I went on the show? Oh, Steven, why would you send me this? Oh my God, Steven, you've ruined my day.
This is so funny.
I sat down with him. Why would y'all tell? Why did y'all? He got a husband? Gay? No! He got a husband?
You got a husband?
I did not know. I was in his presence. I didn't know. I shook his hand. I sat down with him. Why would y'all tell? Why did y'all tell me before I went on the show? Oh, a husband? I did not know. I was in his presence. I didn't know. I shook his hand. I sat down with him. Why would y'all tell? Why did y'all tell me before I went on the show? Oh, Steven, why would you send me this? Oh my God, Steven, you've ruined my day.
Oh, that always works. That always works. I kid you not. It always gets the stuff out when I need to unwind from being angry all the time. But, that was too funny. You got a husband? I did not know. I was in his presence. I shook his hand. Ah. The hand thing always gets me. The hand thing. It should have start. The hand always gets me. When he says when Tommy Sotomayor when he's like, I shook his hand. Ah. Oh. We need to talk more about it. We need to do more dunking stuff on it. I know it's not been easy, you know. But I'm not gonna change my mood again. I'm already happy again. Ooh, that was an interesting show. It's great to be back after a long week, or a relatively short week it was. So I can't wait for tomorrow's show. You know, I'm gonna try to. I mean, I hate to say this publicly, but I am gonna try to reach out to Karthik tomorrow and see if we can do a show together in place of Bosch. Sorry, folks. If I wasn't really sure that Bosch would be able to show up. I didn't know how busy he was, but I appreciate it. I mean, he did reach back to me. I didn't have to wait so long. But this is my free-flowing show for Monday after. I feel like we had a long standing Labor Day weekend. It would be easier if you could chat. I could read your comments, even the bad ones. But one of these days, I'm going to do a Bill Maher. I'm going to talk about Bill Maher as far as because he's done a lot of things. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I used to like Bill Maher. I don't like him anymore. But I will say this: he does give. I will give where I give credit where credit is due. Is he has a lot of good content where anybody can talk about it, including on this show. I should have done that, but it's bad. I should take that. But sorry. Still got that Sotomayor clip in my head. It always gets me. It always gets to me, man. It always does. The Tommy Sotomayor clip. I just shook his hand. Okay, well, I won't do it anymore. It's still funny. It's still funny. I got another hour to kill. Until 9. It's almost 9 o'clock. I don't want to end the show early. I actually want to go till 10. Or I could end it. Unless you want me to. Don't end it. Okay. I won't end it then. Let's just like free flow. Let's do some more free flow. We talked about, I've already done the Rose Mcgowan segment. So I've already done the Rose Mcgowan segment. I've done my laudatory praises and got sparing. To be honest, I've wanted to in a while. I mean, I'll tell you the first time, though I should say this. I'll tell you the first time I saw TYT. So we're going back maybe 14 years. And this was the first time I saw TYT. I gotta be careful though how much ice cream chair. This was my first time ever seeing the Untitled. This will tell you how old I was. Okay. So this was let's do this. Here it is. This was my all-time first watch of TYT. This is when they were well known. They didn't get as much hate, I guess you could say. Didn't get a lot as much backbiting and comments and stuff like that. Yeah, the first time I saw TYT wasn't even political. Like, I had a feeling this was like a political news show in 2008, but it wasn't the first time I saw it. This wasn't the first time. So yeah, it's Soulja Boy versus Ice-T, and this is what actually put me to
I don't know if everyone knows about Soulja Boy. Do you know who Soulja Boy is?
Soulja Boy, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ice-T
I can't even believe how young
doesn't
Jank
like
looks.
Soulja Boy.
Why are you pronouncing it that way?
That's how it's spelled.
It's Soulja Boy. Yeah, I got it.
Soulja Boy.
What is the matter with you? Right. Are you trying to be more gangster? Is that
No, that's his name.
Soulja Boy's not even gangster. I mean, he's just like the most regular guy.
Okay. Let me get to the story. Okay, Soulja Boy. You like that better?
No, because that's not true either. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so Ice-T came out and said that Soulja Boy single-handedly killed hip hop. Okay.
That's really funny.
And Soulja Boy didn't like that, so he went ahead and he produced this little video on YouTube that I thought was freaking hilarious. So
that's interesting. The person you saw the pictures of there was Ice-T.
And his ridiculously over-the-top wife.
That's his wife? That's his pedonculous wife?
Yeah.
Coco. That's great. Who takes a picture on the red carpet when they show you their ass?
Coco does.
Apparently Coco does. All right, let's see Soulja Boy. Let's see what he said.
Black Ice.
This is Ice-T saying whatever.
Silver the Navigator. Fuck Soulja Boy. Eat a dick. This nigga single-handedly killed hip-hop. Soulja Boy, let me talk about Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, I know you're young enough to be my kid, but you single-handedly killed hip-hop, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't fucking from it. All that shit is such garbage. We can't do that, man. We came all the way from Rockham, okay? We came all...
Man, fuck all that. Look at here. This nigga Ice-T old as fuck. Nah, this nigga old enough to be my great grandfather. Like, he's the forefather of my nuts, nigga. This nigga. Hey,
born, man.
Hey, we Wikipedia this nigga. This nigga was born in 1958. This nigga come. Hey, this nigga somebody from the West Coast. This nigga, you was born in New Jersey, dog. For real. Like, real talk, dog. This Mr. Tracy Lauren Morrow. Yeah, I know your name, nigga. I know. I looked you up, nigga. It's new day and age, nigga. You was born 3 centuries ago, my nigga. Didn't change, dog. Now, the last time who the fuck is Ice-T, dog? Look, the last time I heard this nigga was in Superhead book, dog. Hey, dog, I see this nigga on TV the other day. This nigga playing on Law & Order, solving mysteries and shit. How you gonna make a song called Fuck the Police? 35 years later, your ass playing the police on TV.
Law and Order.
Law and Order. Dog, real talk, this ain't no beef, nigga. Soulja Boy beef on Ice-T. You old ass nigga. Nigga, you hit me, your fucking arm gonna break. Nah, real talk, dog, I'll let you fight my granddaddy, dog. That nigga knock your ass out, dog. Now, you was born before the internet was created, dog. How the fuck did you even find me, dog? This nigga look at, this nigga, I'm gonna tell you like this. You think you're ready to drop an album. That's why you mentioned my name. Cause you think Superman, that was last year, nigga. You late, nigga. Get with the times, you old ass nigga. I respect everybody, you know, who started this, who opened the doors for young artists like me to get into the hip hop industry and the music industry. But you know, I respect everybody to the utmost. I don't want to disrespect nobody. I know Ice-T is a old ass nigga. Now I know he's a legend in the game and he's a veteran and all that. But nigga, once you tell me to eat a dick and I hear that on the radio in my city, this hurricane, till I take them bees out his head, dog. This nigga been rocking the Sherm perm for like goddamn 30 years. Cause when he get like the year 2058, man, I'm old as hell. And this is young nigga, and I'm still trying to rap, which I probably won't be. Still trying to rap
2050.
Nigga, you was rich as fuck, dog. You can't tell me you ain't got no money. Quit, nigga. Why you still rapping for, dog? Nobody want to hear that shit no more. The reality of it is that the game to change. There's new niggas out. It's young niggas eating, and nobody want to hear that old shit no more. There's people who still want to hear, but they just ain't dead yet. They old as fuck like you.
This guy's killing me, man. Can we keep it going?
Mr. Ice-T, sir. Hey, what the fuck kind of name is Ice-T anyway?
It's 7 minutes long.
This nigga name, you say your name to Lemonade, nigga, cause you sweet, nigga. Mr. Ice-T. You must understand. The shit is different. When you was born, niggas was still driving in wood cars.
Wood cars.
That was so dumb.
Goddamn Walmart wasn't made yet.
What are they, 15 by the way? How old is this kid?
He's young. Soulja Boy is very young.
Video cameras to record this to dish your old ass on.
Alright, that's good. That's good.
It wasn't
Alright, I'm gonna watch that at home. Alright, I Wikipedia his ass.
You old!
Boy, 1958. That was like 3 centuries ago. This guy's forefather of my nuts. Did you catch that? That was my favorite line. Forefather of my nuts. This is straight out of Boondocks, man. With the young rappers beefing with grandpa stuff. Except Ice-T's grandpa here, and you know what? I'm beginning to feel old. And you know, they had a good point there, though. Kill the police, and now you're playing a cop on TV? Law and order, law and order.
I thought it was really funny. First, I read the quote, a couple weeks ago, I read the quote by Ice-T, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, but who cares? And then when I saw the response to it, I'm like, oh, this is too funny. I love when gangsters are beefing.
Yeah. I can tell. You know what? I can't wait till you beef with someone. That's going to be so gangsta-licious. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
Now, if it's all said and done, yeah, he had some funny things to say in there, but I'm telling you, as these sometimes happen, there'll be a battle between a couple artists, but who cares? But I would love to hear it, because Soulja Boy really wouldn't, it wouldn't really happen.
You think Ice-T'd own him?
Completely.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty bad. It's just like Soulja Boy, I think, would have a harder time coming off. Of course, he's going to appeal to his age level and stuff. Everybody's listening to him now who don't know who Ice-T is or don't really care. But then you got the old heads, and there's plenty.
Yeah, besides
and I don't know lyrically what Soulja Boy can do, because I don't know extensively what he writes. but I don't know if he can really do that.
No, look, this whole thing was funny, and you know, I was amused by the lingo, if you will. Okay, having said that, the kid looks like he's 13 or 15 or something.
Yeah, I think he's 16 or 17.
Yeah, I mean, come on, right? And, you know, these days they produce the living crap out of those songs, right? Whereas Ice-T was, you know, he's OG. I mean, they actually rapped back then, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm amused by the fact that the kid doesn't know Ice-T and he had to Wikipedia his ass, right? and then he's insulting him, and that's always fun, right? But if you ask me who's the better rapper, yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm sure Ice-T's the better rapper.
But the thing is, the best part is, that's the way it all started. People would battle each other, and you find out who's the better rapper, and that's where it kind of originated with. So now you do it, like as they say, keep that shit on wax. You just do it back and forth in music, and you show your skills back and forth, and then people decide who's better.
Right.
Well, when all said and done,
I want to hear.
Well, okay, but when all said and done, tell me, JR. Who do you think can Superman that hoe better?
Come on, I just can't take this anymore. I don't even know what that means. I can normally keep up with her nonsense things that she picked up in the valley or wherever she picked it up, but that one I didn't even understand.
No, that's part of Soulja Boy's song. It goes like, Superman that hoe, Superman that hoe.
I don't think even Soulja Boy knows what that means.
So that was the first time I saw TYT. That was like my first real memory. Watching the show, I think at that point I was only in high school. So I found them in 2008. And, that was back when they were like I mean, they're big now, obviously. They're successful, and you know, you love them. You love a lot of what they do. You hate a lot of what they do, but that's life, right? That was like that's a good segue. That was like my first real memory of TYT. I found them in high school. 2008, so the first Obama campaign started, and then I just kind of watched them off and on for the next 4 years, and I think when Jank went and did his show on MSNBC, that's when I really started watching it. I remember kind of the current TV days a little bit. I didn't have current TV, but I remember like seeing clips of it on the internet. So I kind of remember those days as well a little bit, just tiny minuscule. And then I think the current TV ended. Was Al Jazeera bought it. Al Jazeera America, or Al Jazeera English rather, bought current TV. Al Jazeera America, that lasted 3 years. And so, and then recently, a couple of years, I watched him, and now, ever since I got a Roku streaming device, I kind of watched him full force, and then now I'm just kind of watch off and on. Now I'm back to watching full time, with amongst other shows, other local progressive shows and podcasts that you might not always agree with me with. But I still watch them. And trust me, I've gotten a lot of crap thrown at me, not physically, clearly, but I've had a lot of stuff thrown at me over the last couple of years. Now that I'm complaining, because it's part of fanship. I mean, with shows like the Young Turks, and you will love a lot of what they do, you will hate a lot of what they do, and yet they're still standing. And, I have a lot of respect for them. For Jane, JR, John and Brett, and all that crew. Those nameless faceless people that live there, they deserve respect too. So yeah, I am a TYT fan pet, or pet fan. However you want to do it. Fanboy, fan man, fan gal. Fanboy is better. Speaking of that, I'm watching Old School this week. He just, as if that was anything, he's holding up that shirt. You can't see it, but it's got the Alexandria, Elion, has all the squad names on it. It's like the black shirt with the Squad names. I thought that shirt was really cool. Yeah, so it's on my TV. On YouTube. So let's see, what time is it? What time is it? It's 9:09. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm running out of things to say and things to do. So I'm gonna end it here, unfortunately. So I'm sorry to end it an hour earlier. I know it is usually 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, but hopefully tomorrow. I just gotta get more guests on. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the show more interesting by reaching out to people and meeting guests. And you know, so far it's kind of a slow process because schedules don't always line up. You know, commitments and things like that aren't always get put first. So tomorrow, I'm not for certain. I can't say yes or no, but I hope to have Karthik Pushoffman on and getting my guests for at least an hour. If he could. I want to have him on and just kind of free flow with him. Kind of do a show with someone that is of like-minded. We won't be censored any of this nonsense. Whoop! Old Dave Rubin, but again, I'm sure you're watching. That I can just laugh my head off, but not tonight, not even tonight. So, with that said, this is, of course, TJRS, the John Ross Show. I got a new caption thing. Catch me every night at that time, or around that time, on the 2 platforms, which Substack always. I have a new blog there, so keep your eyes and ears posted. Follow me on the social medias, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. And of course, I feel like I need to check it more because I don't know if people are actually donating. So, but if you are, donate what you can to the Patreon. There's the link. And of course, if be so nice, be so friendly, be so kind. Whether you agree with me on some things or not, it doesn't matter. Please give me a thumbs up and a subscription, or subscribe on YouTube and all that good stuff. So, with that said, I will see you tomorrow evening, same time, same place, same everywhere. Left is best. Rest in power to Michael Brooks. Rest in power to Ed Asner. I will see you all tomorrow. Let me see if I can do this graphic on time. Yes, I will. So,